500,000 kids in the state of Arizona competed to represent this state in the National Spelling Bee, and it came down to one. She lives right here in Prescott, Arizona. Her name's Aaliyah Alpert, and I am lucky enough to get to meet her. Let's get right to it. Your winning word, spell it.
Volemic, V-O-L-E-M-I-C.
What does it mean?
It relates to the volume of blood flow in the body.
When you got that word, what was the feeling when you don't hear the ding, right?
You hear the ding if you miss it.
Yes, you do not want the ding.
No.
So what was the feeling when you won and you knew you were going to represent Arizona at the National Bee?
I was so happy. I've been there before. It was so fun, and I can't wait to go back.
How did you do last time you were there?
I tied for 9th.
That's incredible. Congratulations. Do you know if an Arizona speller has ever won the National Bee?
Yes, once. It was in 1953, Elizabeth Hess.
Your memory is scary. It's scary, right? Is that one of the things that makes you a good speller?
I would hope so.
Tell me about your coach.
Yeah, his name is Cole Schaefer-Ray. He placed 2nd in 2015. He's very knowledgeable about spelling. He's coached many champions.
How often do you work with him?
Weekly.
Weekly, okay. So do you have a daily training regimen? Like, what do you do every day to be this good at spelling?
I study for about 4.5 hours every day, sometimes more.
Wow, 4.5 hours every day. And we should say here that you have a pretty flexible schedule, because tell me about your school.
Yeah, we're homeschooled.
So it's basically how many students?
2.
You and your twin. So do the two of you have a school bee?
Yeah, we do.
And you won, obviously. So he came in 2nd and he lost at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
He's probably a pretty talented speller too, but this isn't his area. Have you ever gone out on an easy word?
Yeah, I did. Just last year, in my county spelling bee, I missed recoup and placed 4th.
Oh, that stings, doesn't it? Wait, recoup, like recoup your losses?
Yeah.
R-E-C-O-U-P?
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
You did.
Did you do 2 O's?
I did UPE.
Oh, and you heard the ding.
Yeah.
Do you hear that ding in your nightmares?
Sometimes.
Do you remember your first ever bee?
My first ever bee, yeah, I was 6. It was a homeschool spelling bee, but it wasn't just me and my brother. There were other students there as well.
How'd you do?
I placed 2nd.
Do you remember the word you went out on?
Yeah, gladiatorial.
Oh, for a 6-year-old? How does a 6-year-old spell gladiatorial?
Well, I spelled it Gladiatorial. Yeah, I think I just misspoke.
Yeah, well, you never forget. I mean, as the person who won my 5th grade spelling bee, I don't want to brag, I just did. You never forget the word you lose on, right? It's like it burned into your memory. What's the hardest word you've ever spelled correctly in a bee?
I don't know. In the National Spelling Bee, I got the word trevally. I think it's a fish. Don't hold me to that. Trevally. It's not necessarily a super hard word, but I was quite unsure.
When I watch the bee at home, I always love when the spellers ask a follow-up. What are the follow-up questions you're allowed to ask?
You can ask for the definition, the language of origin, the part of speech, and alternate pronunciations, and you can ask them to use it in a sentence.
Did you do that with Volemic?
Yes. I don't think I asked for a sentence.
But you asked some of those other questions, and how does that help you?
Well, if you know what the language of origin is, you can follow the language rules. If you know what the definition is, you can recognize maybe a related word in the definition.
Smart. So did that help?
Yeah, it did.
Well, you're here. You're here. Is this trophy big enough?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Just like an inch taller.
Yeah, a little bit. Do you get nervous?
I do. Yeah, really nervous.
I would think, especially at the National Bee, you've been there before. Do you have any tricks to help contain your anxiety?
Well, I try to breathe deeply.
That helps?
And I try to just focus on the word and on the pronouncer. I try not to think about the people that are watching me. I'll just add to the pressure. And I try not to think about the next words.
Well, speaking of pressure, I mean, you're already a winner. You're already the top speller in the entire state, the best of 500,000 kids. So really, like, you know, you're already a winner. That's the mom in me. But obviously, we're so excited to watch you. What is the date of the National be?
It's a few days around Labor Day, May 26th through the 30th, I believe.
Okay, well, we're all going to be watching you. We're going to be rooting for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
CON